Minecraft. It's Brian, and I'm back for more exploration and tactics. Upside down would have been an appropriate splash screen if I had just been to Australia, but no, I was in the UK. A shout out to everybody over there who might be watching this video. I am going to attempt to talk about my London trip today, but in Minecraft, I am actually going to discover in this video two rather rare structures, and so that's going to keep me kind of busy in Minecraft. I'm also still getting over jet lag and all that kind of stuff, so apologies if I'm not great at kind of storytelling or playing the game today, but we'll get back into the swing of things, so let's go ahead and get started. Hello, and welcome back to Exploration and Tactics with Brian. It is Friday morning here in the Seattle area, and I'm home after about, 3 weeks or so of traveling. And I got back in on Wednesday night here. And yeah, yesterday I just kind of spent a bit of the day kind of recovering and unpacking and doing laundry. I'm still readjusting from the jet lag. It was only a few days ago that I was in London, which is an 8-hour time difference. And so I'm sure it'll take me a little bit of time to kind of get all readjusted. But in any case, it's early this morning and I'm awake and I'm finally ready to play some Minecraft Exploration and Tactics again. And I actually have a couple of things in mind that I want to do today that involve exploring. And so that is what we're going to do. Off camera, I carved a new kind of tunnel through the nether. We get out into the nether proper in a couple of little places over here, which is kind of nice. Always nice to see the nether, although for the most part I use it just to get from place to place. And so I am heading to the north because I guess there's 2 or 3 things that I really want to do to kind of get things started and get back into the swing of things. And so one thing that I need to do is I just need to get more iron, because I've spent tons and tons of iron on the beacon that I made, and I want to improve the beacon and add more capabilities to it when I get more beacon blocks. And I'm going to need more iron for that, so getting more iron is always a priority. Where are we? Hey, we're in a swamp. And what time of day is it? The sun is setting, but won't be setting for a little while. And let's check out my coordinates. Great. I've got a Z of -900 or so, which is good. Because then another thing that I want to do, and I guess for whatever reason, everyone always likes to decorate their portals, and I will keep with that tradition and put some torches up on the edge of the portal over here as well. But another thing that I want to do, in addition to exploring for iron, is find another stronghold. And so I have brought a bunch of Eyes of Ender. And so we are going to, I guess let me get over on top of another tree over here, where we can kind of easily see in a few different directions and throw this guy into the sky. Basically my original stronghold that I used to go to the end and beat the Ender Dragon, that I discovered by accident only a few days into this new world, is around Z of +900, so I figure Z of -900 will be a good place to start to try to find the next stronghold. So let's throw this guy up into the air, and he's pointing that way, and sadly, kablow! That Eye of Ender is gone, but I brought 14 of them, and so hopefully that will be enough. But I'm going to start walking this way. Alright, so I've just been following Ender Eyes from over in this direction, and look what I found. You always find what you're not looking for. It's a jungle temple. What a great way to kind of restart Minecraft after I haven't played in 3 weeks. I've only been playing for a few minutes, and I spent, I don't know how long looking for some of these in previous episodes, and never managed to find one, and now finally here is a jungle temple. And so we are going to change gears and explore the jungle temple, because I don't know that I've ever really had a chance to kind of go and explore them thoroughly and understand their layout and what all you find in them and whatnot. And so I guess let's take a look at that. And it looks like it's kind of lit up in here. Is there like a hole in the ceiling that you can get some light in through? Or I guess it's just from the daylight outside. I am going to carve another hole in the ceiling. Oh, and they're made of moss stone too. I need to figure out a way to put this in the Hall of Structures eventually, is another thing that I'll need to do. But I'm going to go ahead and carve out a little bit of a hole in the ceiling, like that. Oh, it's going to be the circle stone, right? There's circle stone somewhere in a jungle temple, I think. And that would be like a unique brick for the jungle temples. All right, and so let's try to just walk all around this thing. And so on the top layer, I guess actually I should climb on top. So maybe I'll do that. Wow, this was completely unexpected. All right, so the top of it is not particularly interesting. All right, but it's made of all these bricks. La 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 la. And then you get inside the middle, and there's kind of a top inner layer. And then out here, there is a little place that you can walk around, but there's nothing in there. And then we go down here, and I think there's some kind of trap, so I need to be careful. Okay, here's the circle stone, which are definitely bricks that I'm going to need to take, and some levers, and then trying to look very carefully. Yes, there is a tripwire right here. I see, and there is a thing that's going to shoot an arrow at me, presumably. So let me go ahead and step on the tripwire in this end. Let's see if an arrow gets fired. Yep. All right, so that's cool. And is it just arrows in here? Oops. I just want to right-click and see what's inside the dispenser. I will happily take those arrows. Neat. And, ooh, there's a treasure chest. Oh, and there's another... Where is this one from? Like, what would cause this to shoot? Oh, there's another tripwire right here, which presumably will cause that one to shoot. Yep. Okay, great. I will grab... Oops. Stepping on the tripwire again. I'll grab the arrows out of there. And what do we win? Some gold, which I will happily take. I'm carrying a bunch of netherrack that I don't really need, and so let's go ahead and drop off a little of that. All right, so that is cool. And then I think there's another one somewhere else. I think on the other side, maybe. Probably disarm these crazy things. And then if you pull one of these levers, I see something just opened somewhere. And so if I go back over here, did it open a secret passageway? I don't see it over here. I think at some point in time, I'm going to go ahead and just break these because I want to take the circle stone anyway. Oh, I see. If you like pull them in a certain order, maybe, then you can get the pistons to open up a door or something like that, which is a little bit interesting, maybe. But in any case, there's another treasure chest back here. Ooh! I will happily take the diamond as well. And so I don't know if it's... They're called chiseled stone bricks. All right, great. And I think maybe those three are the only three. There's actually some good redstone in here and things that I wouldn't mind taking. I'm going to set down an ender chest and put away some inventory and kind of loot the rest of the temple, and I will see you guys in a moment. All right, so I put away some of the redstone and dispensers and some of the good loot that I found in the ender chest, and so now let's go ahead and pick that back up with my silk touch pick. And we can continue on our adventure to go find another stronghold and then do some caving and looking for iron. And then once I get into that, that is the point. I've already lost track of which direction I kind of entered this from. Yeah, I just came across this ocean, and so I was still heading in this direction. Let me get out to a clearing, and we'll throw another Eye of Ender. But yeah, once I settle into some caving, which is something that I can kind of do easily while I'm trying to do story time and look at my notes and talk about stories, that's when I will bring you guys back in, and I'll start telling you a little bit about my trip. So I'll see you guys in a moment. All right, I went a little farther this way and threw an Eye of Ender up into the sky, and it pointed me back in this direction. So now I'm standing on top of the jungle temple, and it's still back this way. All right, so it seems like I've already overshot it. Oh, and that one just fell into the water. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to retrieve that or not. But in any case, I think we must already be close. If I put on a... Oh, I see it. I just grabbed it. I'm not sure if you guys could see that. I was going to say I could always drink a night vision potion if I wanted to be able to see that. But yeah, I don't think I traveled all that far since the last one that I threw in order to get over here at the jungle temple. And so I'll probably throw another one just right over at the edge over here. Probably even throw it from the water to make sure I can see what direction it is. But I think we must be close. And so once we get kind of close, I'm just going to dive into a cave system, and then we'll switch into caving mode. And yes, and then I'll start talking about all my trip stuff. Let's throw it one more time, just right here. Yep, now it's going back this way. All right. So assuming that this actually works, then it must be, oh, this will be really nice. Somewhere really close to the jungle temple that's right over here, where we need to look for the stronghold. I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to make myself a little hidey hole in this wall and put down a chest and kind of like make a little base over here. So I'll see you guys in a moment. I'm in Minecraft 1.4.5 now, and this is a bug that I haven't seen before, where the entity just can't seem to decide where it is. It seems like it's trying to get unstuck from a block, and instead it's just like teleporting all around like I don't know what. And so that appears to be something new. I know that they supposedly fixed a number of bugs, but I'm sure they've introduced a few more as well, and that appears as though it might be one of them. In any case, I'm just setting up. I've got a little hidey hole here with just kind of like a chest where I'm dropping off some inventory. And then somewhere down here I heard a spider, and so I figured there's got to be a cave system down here somewhere, and so I was just trying to start digging. And obviously we've got a cave noise, digging kind of like a little back door. Aha! I found the spider, and I found, quite a big kind of open area over here. Hello, spider. Would you like to die? You would. Hooray! All right. And my muscle memory still remembers how to swap out away from my bow and arrow so that I don't waste an arrow and waste bow durability when I'm done firing. All right, and there's some iron up here, and that looks like it might be leading down into like a big ravine or something. All right, this could be good. Before I, head too far down into here. Hello, skeleton. I see you. I feel you as well. Holy cow. Getting a whole bunch of arrows into me. Before I really go down deep into the cave system and start doing any kind of heavy exploring, I want to actually set my spawn. What time of day is it? Oh yeah, it's already nighttime. So let me go set my spawn in the bed that I've got set up over here. And yeah, then I'll go get my notes on my trip, and we can start doing some caving, some spelunking, and I'll start telling you about my trip. Hooray! It's taken a little bit of time to kind of get back into the swing of things. Everything still feels a little bit weird just because I haven't played Minecraft in so long. But hopefully it'll all be coming back to me. All right, I'll see you guys in just a moment. All right, so we're ready to go. Minecraft-wise, I have two goals. One is to collect a bunch of iron. Oh, I need to make sure I'm not going to have the ceiling falling in on me over here. It seems like I'm okay. Saw that sand, was worried that the ocean was going to come crashing down. So yeah, one is to collect iron, and the other is to possibly find the stronghold. But if we don't, that's fine. I added a little bit more light in here as I was just looking at the entrance over here by this ravine. And I guess we can hop down into this to go ahead and get started. But yes, so the trip I was on, I was going to London with my family, but in fact, my family was part of a larger tour group, although my family itself made up a substantial portion of the tour group, because I went with, a number of aunts and uncles and cousins and kids and whatnot. All told, kind of in my immediate family, there were 13 of us in the tour group, and the entire tour group had, I think, how many were there? There was about 60, I think, in the entire tour group. And so we were traveling through London as part of the tour, and the tour was kind of aimed at the various families that went along. Most of them had children kind of in the, like 8 to 15-year-old range or whatever. And so it was kind of geared at seeing things for the first time with kids. And so in my particular family, my cousins have kids that are aged, 5 kids that are aged 6 to 12, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. It is, am out of practice in terms of playing Minecraft and storytelling, and I'm like trying to build a staircase and also remember like people's ages, and yes, that is extremely mentally taxing. Perhaps I still also have traces of the jet lag that I can blame it on as well, but I feel like I'm really struggling to talk and play right now, and so I'm not sure how much of that will show through, but forgive me. In any case, all right, this little bit of ravine doesn't seem to be going anywhere, and unfortunately I'm not sure that it actually connected to anything. Ouch. either. And so we may have to go kind of digging our own way. Here's a little bit more iron. Oops, whoop, dup, 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 dup. And I'm already killing myself by suffocating under gravel. Aha! I found the stronghold. Because I hear a zombie banging down a door. All right, terrific. So in any case, that was the tour group we were on. We were flying. My family lives in New York, and so we were flying from New York to London. We flew into Heathrow. And I'm trying to listen for the zombies. So I need to be quiet for a moment so I can figure out what direction they are. Seems like I may still be above them, I think. So let's try getting lower. And now it sounds like he's to my right. And so let's make a right turn and just kind of like dig out some... Oops. That's really close. The door banging sound, and so I must be getting close somewhere. Let's dig a few kind of like test holes and just see if we can see any open cave or structures or any sign of the stronghold. As of yet, I still do not. And so I'll try digging down a bit more, because down is usually good when you're coming from the surface. Oh, coal. I'm going to need some coal as well. Yes, we've switched all of a sudden from storytelling mode into finding the stronghold mode, because that's going to be very loud, and I really want to break into the stronghold. Oh, and I hear the silverfish. So we must be near the portal room itself. Thought I heard a slime as well. But I still have not managed to figure out where all these sounds I'm hearing are coming from. So it's a little bit... Wow, that's really, really loud. I forgot how loud the door breaking noise is. And, well, tons of coal will be helpful, because apparently I'm going to need a ton of torches, because I'm just going to get lost in a cave system until I find these guys. I may make a cut here, because this is, like I said, overwhelming me in terms of trying to do Minecraft and storytelling at the same time. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, it took me a number of minutes, but I finally found some stronghold bricks. Woo, got a little bit of lag there. And here is a zombie in the stronghold, holding a piece of cobblestone, because that's what zombies like to do. And so let's go ahead and kill him off, and then we can hop down in here. Actually, I'll go ahead and make myself a little bit of a better staircase down in here, because I'm sure I'll be kind of coming in and out a few times over the next few days. There we go. Perfect. All right. And now we are in the stronghold. And I hear silverfish spawning out in the silverfish room already. And so let's just go ahead and start lighting this up. Oh, a bat! I'd forgotten about bats. Hooray! People seem to really like the bat noises. I like them somewhat, but I think not as much as some other people. Vex. Alright, and we got zombies breaking down doors all over the place. Here's a zombie. Hello, zombie. Let's see if I remember how to fight monsters and stay alive. And I see... that is probably like a glitched torch or something over there. Alright, let's try to avoid... let's try to stay on the top. Let's try to stay on the top level and light it up from the top down in order to have kind of some semblance of way of exploring this place. Just because otherwise, I know from having explored a number of strongholds that they tend to be rather large and it can be easy to get lost in them, and so having a strategy for trying to light it all up could be a really good thing to do. And I believe I'll find a chest up here. Huzzah! Hello, chest. What do you got for me? Yeah, nothing too exciting, but I will happily take these items. I will sock away some cobblestone that I don't need right now. And continue to explore. So in any case, we arrived in London. We had a red-eye coming from New York, and so we left New York in the evening, and we arrived in London in the morning. And for those of you who have done much traveling, you know what that can be like. And I only managed to get maybe an hour of sleep on the plane, and I think a lot of people were in the same boat. And so as a result, the first day of the trip was pretty rough because basically you get there and all of a sudden it's morning time, except for you haven't had any sleep. I'm going to actually drop off a little bit more cobblestone in here because I'm going to need more inventory slots, I expect, as I get all these crazy... Actually, maybe I'll just drop off these crazy stone bricks. Yeah, that'll be good. And the iron bars. Great. I can always come back for them. So, we came into Heathrow, as I mentioned. And Heathrow Airport is a ways out of kind of like the city proper in London. So yeah, it's interesting. It seems like you get lighting glitches kind of like near these torches that exist. I think that's always been the case with any of the kind of like pre-given torches. They tend to cause lighting glitches in different ways. All right, I hear a skeleton nearby, but I don't think... Hello, torch that is stuck on nothing. Let's fix that. Hooray. All right, have I already explored the entire top level at this point? I think possibly I have. And I know there was a staircase that led downwards somewhere. And so I'll go try to find that again. Here we go. Huzzah, huzzah. So we came into Heathrow, and Heathrow is a ways outside of the city. And so the beginning of our travels started with everybody in the tour group getting on a double-decker bus, which is one of the things you always think about when you think of London, and traveling in to the city. Does this actually go nowhere? This is just back up to the... I'm going to go ahead and tear down this door so I don't have to keep opening it and closing it. I'm sure there must be another like section to the stronghold, but it seems like this particular area is just a dead end. And so I will mark it as such by doing my little doot, 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 3 triangles in a V formation pointing towards the dead end. So I know that's a dead end, and so does this actually connect to another portion of the stronghold, or am I going to have to go searching? I'm not sure. This is where I came in, and so I think this is going to be like, oh, there's a... Hello, zombie. Did I not light this up well, or is this just an area that I haven't been? I'm not sure. Oh, yes, there's definitely more connected over here. Okay, great. Oh, and there's another staircase down here. Once again, I'll try to start... Oh, and there's a library. There's all kinds of stuff I haven't explored. Crazy town, crazy town. So we're riding the double-decker bus into town, and yes, one of the things you notice if you're coming from the United States or many other places in the world is whereas we drive on the right side of the road, in London and in the UK, they drive, as they will tell you, on the correct side of the road rather than the right side of the road. Which is an amusing way to put it. And so, you know, you're there and you're being a tourist. And so the first thing I'm doing as we're driving into London is we'll be like stopped in traffic somewhere. And I'm taking a picture of the cars and just like taking pictures like inside of people's cars. Because we're on the double-decker bus, and so you're kind of like looking down into people's cars. And yeah, just like trying to like peer into the interior and see the steering wheel on the right-hand side. As well as, you know, just kind of like taking pictures of the sights and different things, and, you know, like road signs that look different than they do here in the States. All right, books and paper. I don't think I'm going to need any of that stuff, and it looks like this might lead up into a cave system or something over here. So I want to take a peek at that because I'm curious, as it is my nature, and see if we can kind of like... There he is. It's like, I hear a skeleton. Actually, I hear a shopping cart. Shopping cart! Oh, skeletons with your crazy new sounds from 1.4. Ooh, gold. I didn't realize I was down that low already. And I think perhaps this is just going to circle around to where I just saw, but we'll take a quick look. Yes, so we get into... Oh, hello, creeper, who is hiding over there, trying not to be seen, but I see you. And so I shall kill you, because that is what I do. And holy cow, I need to create some more torches, torches, torches! Oh, I see another creeper over there. Thank goodness I'm singing the song. Brian needs some more torches so that he can light things up. See? Once I finished singing the song and got out of my inventory screen, then the creepers started trying to surprise me. So once again, kids, if you're trying to stay safe, while you're in your inventory crafting torches, make sure you sing the song. I totally should have seen that coming, because creepers and all those monsters tend to spawn in packs of 2 to 4, and I'd killed 2 of them, and the other 2 were waiting for me, and wow, this is... Where is this? Is this the cave system that I originally walked into, or... Oh, yeah, this is just that circled around, and this is where I just came out of the stronghold. Yep, okay. So we did just make a little circle. My heart is racing. I was being all calm and being all happy about how singing the Torches, Torches, Torches song always keeps you safe. And then the rest of the creepers surprised me, shall we say. Yes, that was a bit of a surprise. All right, at this point, I don't need any more coal because I'm carrying tons and tons of coal. But I will happily grab all of the iron that's around here. And, yeah, try to continue on with the story. So the first thing that we did when we got into London was we headed directly to Westminster Abbey, which is actually a pretty cool place and was one of my favorite sightseeing things during the tour. The tour, we were there for about 5 days over Thanksgiving. And so it wasn't a ton of time, and like I said, since it was a big tour group and a number of children along, it wasn't moving at an extremely fast pace. And so there wasn't a ton of time, but it was a nice kind of first taste of London for me. And Westminster Abbey was indeed one of the places that I enjoyed the most, simply because in Westminster Abbey, which is, basically in a big old church, it has a lot of tombs. Hello, more creepers. You seem to be relatively trapped down there, but we have kind of an open cave system over here that is indeed, or ravine, I should say, that is indeed going to circle back around to the stronghold, because I see those bricks over there. And then, yeah, this is going all kinds of directions. I need to be careful. I need to remember that the creepers and guys are going to dive bomb me. With no regard for their own safety, or very little, I believe. And so, should I go down into the ravine more? I think I want to stay on this level and go explore over to the side of the stronghold. And collect the iron. I definitely need the iron. Gold is always welcome as well. I'll take resources of all kinds, except for coal. Because coal I'm already carrying too much of, and it's going to clutter up my inventory. Alright, and so we've gotten over to another section of the stronghold over here that kind of opens up into the cave. Ooh! Cave and ravine. There's a big spider. I think, for my own safety, I will go ahead and just kind of block over a big portion of the ravine here, so it's less likely that I'm going to fall in. Before we head back into the stronghold. Hello, bat. Goodbye, bat. And the spider hopefully won't hit me through this door, but I'll be able to hit him. Oh, crap, crap, crap. I didn't think of that. I saw that the top was open earlier, and then forgot about it as I walked over here. Spiders can climb. Yes, I'm out of practice with Minecraft. And let's take a peek over here. See some more iron that I want to grab. Yeah, this is going to be a big stronghold. Oh, crap, crap! Wow! I did not see where he came from. So, A, that worries me a little bit, and B, yes, it's just going to show just how out of practice I am. I wonder how long it will take for me to get back kind of completely into the swing of things to where I feel more comfortable. It just so happens I'm wearing some kind of leftover enchanted armor that actually has blast protection on it, and so that's definitely kind of helping me out with kind of these creeper surprises, shall we call them. And I think I've just kind of circled around again into like one of these little areas. So yeah, Westminster Abbey is an old church. It has a bunch of tombs of famous people. And so that was one of the things that I found interesting, both because when you live in the United States, most places that you go, you don't have history that's more than, a couple hundred years old. Whereas in London, some of the buildings and these tombs and different things go back a whole lot farther, and in general, kind of like everywhere you go, if you're looking at historical things in other countries, yeah, there's a whole lot of just older stuff, which is always interesting. And so I enjoyed seeing that, both to see, like tombs of famous people, as well as, I'm not sure if that skeleton, oops, is going to come over here that I could try to get a record, but of course the creeper explodes before I get anywhere near having a chance at that, because, yes, that would be much too much for me to ask for at this point. I need to be careful. I see some iron over here. Am I down at the lava level? I got way farther down than I intended to, apparently. And so I think I'm going to head in a different direction, but I guess we'll go ahead and kill off this zombie. Hello, zombie. Goodbye, zombie. Before I do that. But yeah, apparently I'm down at the lava level already. Yeah, I'm definitely struggling to try to tell a story and play Minecraft at the same time, so apologies for the poor storytelling. The other thing that I liked about Westminster Abbey, in addition to seeing the old tombs and hearing about some of the history, was just also reading on the inscriptions on some of these old tombs and plaques and different kinds of things that they have. Some of them have kind of like Old English and Old English spelling of different things, because spelling was a lot more, kind of fast and loose back in the day. And so that was interesting as well. English in general, I'm kind of going off on a side tangent here, though. But yeah, when you're in London, or the UK in general, like, we speak English in the United States, and they speak English in the UK, but the English that we speak, it's slightly different English. And so it was also interesting. Some of the word differences I was aware of, but some of them, oh, I guess I talked about this in my real life video, because I actually had the flashlight, the torch, where I was thinking about torches, torches, torches. But yes, the language is a little bit different. And so, rather than standing in line at the cash register, to get out of the store, you're standing in the queue in front of the till. And yes, and queuing in general, I think also just in terms of like British culture or whatever, they're a bit more fanatical about proper queuing. And I was actually kind of embarrassed when we were going back. I'm hopping all around. I don't know how I'm going to bother trying to tell stories in chronological order as I'm just like thinking of different things. But when we were in the airport getting ready to leave, we were doing some shopping in the airport at a little kind of like convenience store where you get like snack food and different kinds of things. This is kind of crazy the way the two layers are kind of formed over here. I know this is circling back around. Ooh, a chest. This could be one of the good chests where you get like armor and different things. Yes, boots. I'll take it. Bread. I will also take it. And I will drop off a few things that I don't really need or want right now. That is good enough, and let's start eating the bread. And the boots I won't be wearing anytime soon, because I've got diamond, feather falling, blast protection, something crazy boots. And we're back in the stronghold. Hooray. So yeah, we were in the airport. I was with my mom, and we were buying like some food for the plane. And I was buying a bottle of water because I couldn't find a water fountain in the airport anywhere. For those of you who are in the UK, you can tell me, like, in the US, water fountains where you just go and get a sip of water or fill your water bottle are very common kind of everywhere, I feel like. Whereas I guess I probably didn't look that hard, but like they weren't by the bathrooms and I didn't see them anywhere else, and so I just ended up buying a bottle of water to fill my water bottle. Yeah, is that like a different thing, or water fountains like not a big thing? I think you have to right click on buttons now. I think that's a change in one of the recent updates. Should probably be, I guess if these things are lit up. I'm doing like 10 different things at once. This is awful to watch, I'm sure. I apologize. Yes, you need to right click on buttons. I should probably be picking up the chests, but I guess if it's lit up, I don't need to worry about knowing that I've already visited the chests, because if it's lit up, I've already visited the chest. Although I could probably use some chests, actually, and so I'm going to carry them along with me, assuming I have room in my inventory. Yes, now I'm all filled up, though. But yes, we were trying to check out of this little convenience store with our items, and Mom saw one other thing that she wanted, and she hopped out of line to go and grab it, and then tried to come back into line, and then it turns out it was a box of pretzels, and it turns out the box that she'd gotten was either already open or had just been like somehow crushed or something, and then so she wanted to go back and get another box, and so she kept entering and exiting the line and like hopping back into line with me, and I was worried that other people were going to be giving us disapproving looks. Because of our improper queuing. And then also it was a crazy, oops, I forgot that I had dropped off inventory inside this chest. Darn it. All right, let's place one of these chests back and fill it with useless crap, like iron doors that I don't need and spider eyes and zombie flesh. All right, terrific. Yes, and I came in over here, and so apparently there's some up here that I have not yet explored and lit up. Yes, and I originally got into that subject because, yeah, I was just talking about differences between UK English and American English. So yeah, queuing at the till. Oh, and there's some more cave system up here. Let's try to make a little do 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 do. That apparently now is the staircase song. I do not have a ton of wood to create tons of torches. I'm probably going to need to go back actually to my base and drop off a bunch of inventory and different things. And so I may do that shortly. I'm going to explore a little bit more. And this, I've already been talking. It's hardly even the word for it. Rambling is a little bit more like it. Already for long enough that we might already be getting up to an episode. So perhaps I'll cut it off here and try to be a little bit more organized for the next episode, where we will continue to explore more of the stronghold. Eventually we'll find our way. Obviously I heard it, so I know there's like a silverfish spawner and a portal room. And in fact, the silverfish spawner is the main reason that I want to find another stronghold. But I think we'll talk about that in the next episode. But yeah, I am going to do a little bit more lighting up, but then try to find my way back from whence I came, so I can go to my little base that I just made, drop off some inventory, get some iron smelting, all that kind of good stuff. Whoa. And yeah, then try to be a little bit more back in practice and more organized for the next episode. I know some people kind of enjoy it sometimes when I'm all, I don't know, running amok. Especially as I'm getting back into things or creepers are exploding in my faces, because it can be funny sometimes, but at the same time I like to, I don't know, I like to feel like I'm doing a better job and being more organized and stuff like that. But I suppose if I haven't played in 3 weeks and I'm still suffering from a little bit of jet lag, it's acceptable to be doing somewhat poorly in my first episode back. In any case, I hope that you guys are enjoying this little episode. I hear a bunch of skeletons, but I'm not sure where they are. I hope that you guys are enjoying the episode. I hope that you guys, as always, are having a great day. And I will see you again soon. Actually, probably very soon, because I'll be very interested in playing a bunch of Minecraft over the next few days. Try to get back into things and try to make up for the fact that I haven't been able to post many videos over the last few weeks. So, hope you're having a great day. See you again soon. Bye-bye.